So I did what I had to do. And any of you out there in the community that face any of the same issues with any social media platform, with any of these other criminals, okay, with Elon Musk or anybody, and even the FTC, if you see them not respecting your rights, you hold them accountable. You tell them, I'm going to go contact the ethics committee. I'm collecting this evidence, and then I'm going to send it to them. Use your rights. Track any mail that you send to ethics committees. If your senators don't respond, okay? If your representatives don't respond, hold them accountable. Tell the ethics committees. That's right. Tell on your senators. Tell on your congressmen, even if they supposedly care about you. Did they send you an email back? Did they accept a report? Did they keep it silent? Did they talk about it, in ethics committees? Did it just get quashed? Does anybody care? Contact the ethics committees if that's what you need to do. Nothing gets done. Nothing gets dealt with. There's a problem. There's a problem with the system, and something needs to be done. And it's something we need to talk about, and it's something we need to keep talking about. Contact the media, contact the EFF, contact people that are going to do something. The people's voice matters. Contact your attorney if you can afford one. Here's what I find interesting. So I just submitted that complaint, and I just submitted it all in one complaint. I told the FTC exactly how X Corporation was discriminating against me as a user. I told them exactly that after I had filed that complaint to them, the next day, X Corporation was denying my data. And I told them exactly what I thought. I told them that I thought that they, the FTC, were illegally collaborating with X Corporation to quash the situation, to cover it up, to aid and abet. I said, is this what you're doing? I said, I have reason to believe that this is what's going on. You can tell them whatever you want. You can accuse them of whatever you want if you think that's what's going on, and that's what I think. Remember, they work for us, and I just got done telling that in this email. I said, if I find out that you are harming the consumer in any way, I'm going to hold on to this information. I'm going to collect these reports. I'm going to send it all to the ethics committees. I'm going to send it all to the next administration, and we're coming for your jobs. Straight up, I said that. We're coming for your jobs. I said, I want action. We want action on this. I said, hold X Corporation accountable. Hold these people accountable, or you're getting held accountable. I told them I'm going to make sure it happens, and I'm not joking. I'm not kidding at all. I said, if we catch you aiding this administration and violating our rights in any way, we're going to report you for it. It's going to the next administration. It's going to get dealt with. I said, if all other users are allowed their data, and all of a sudden I'm denied my data as a form of retaliation, I think that's what's going on. I said, that's what happened. That's what happened. I said, I think you got a hold of X Corporation and sanctioned it. For what reason? For what reason? Why can't I have copies of my data? Huh? How is it going to hurt X Corporation or hurt me? Or anybody? For what reason? For what reason would somebody want to do that? Well, to prevent me from having my data, or just to piss me off, or to further harass me. Oh yeah, you collected evidence and you sent it to the FTC. I don't like that. I'm going to deny you your data, so you can't do that anymore. So you can't collect evidence. I'm going to control the situation, says Elon Musk. I've got the power. I can control everything. He's a criminal, and he needs to be held accountable. And so does everybody who enables him. So does everybody involved in any kind of enforcement. And they said right there, we cannot resolve your case directly. Wrong, they can. If they want to, they can. They said, but it'll be used to go in a database to inform law enforcement or whatever if they see something going on, whatever. They can resolve it. If they see something going on that is so systemic and so wrong, they can pick up the phone, call law enforcement. They can pick up the phone and call the DOJ and say, we caught Musk doing this. We need to handle this. This is a crime, says the IG, Marissa Gould. So I said I had to contact her because you guys gave her no reference number. You see how that works? I had nothing to come to you as evidence to show that I had been retaliated against because of my report. So they made sure to remove that now. They've got a special place for you to contact them to report social media. Big red banner, right, for their special interest. Here's how they updated that. They removed the part specifically after I informed the public and complained about it that says they promised to give you an email if you had provided it. See how that magic works? Gone. Gone. Why? Because I was correct. They don't want to be held accountable. There's a place for a report number. It's just magically empty. They give you the option to print it. And I just realized they don't give you a place to attach any kind of evidence anymore. That's also gone too. FTC. How are you going to investigate without any evidence? How are you going to do that? So I'm collecting your reports. It doesn't matter. The report I send you, it doesn't matter. I told you what's going on. You know who I am. You have my address. You have my phone number. That's going to lead back to me, okay? That's going to lead back to something that needs to be in your database when we come looking for it. Because you work for us, FTC. You don't work for POTUS. You work for us. You are public servants. Be reminded of that. Because some of us were pissed. You cover up for this bastard, we're coming for your goddamn jobs. We don't care what Donald Trump says. Got it? He fires an IG that plans on investigating Elon Musk. Report his ass or we're taking your jobs away. Straight up. Bye-bye. Your job fucking gone. Period. You're welcome. So do the right thing and do not cross us. Why does this matter? Because it does matter when a person is being retaliated against and discriminated against. Well, there's no law that says, you know, you have your data. X Corporation promises that you can download your data. And if they're targeting one user discriminately, they are discriminating for reporting them and for complaining. And then they continue to cross that line that invades my boundaries. That under their policy, they say, well, where they say they will protect your boundaries, essentially. They give us, regardless of whatever their policies say, okay, they give us the option to defend, to set that boundary. Who may reply? Who may respond? My followers, and it shouldn't be subverted in any way. Those who follow me, let a user choose. Those who I follow. Shouldn't be those who I follow or who follow me, so Elon Musk can allow himself and his cronies to keep on creating bots or to keep on enabling a system where people are violated, leaving us no way to defend ourselves or to choose if we just want to engage with only those that we follow or legitimate followers or verified accounts. You see how that works? It's a violation of our person. Why? It isn't just any other normal violation of our person. Oh, it's a public space, you know, it's sanctioned as free speech. No, it's not. When was the last time criminal stalking and harassment was sanctioned as free speech? Why the fuck is it speech? It's not. It's not. It's a bending and twisting of the rules, and you, federal government, are not authorized to twist, to pervert, and to subvert our rights using Section 230. You're creating many violations, including a violation of the Fourth Amendment, where we have the right to be secure in our person, our papers and our effects and our home, our person, to be secure in our person, in our home. Now, when a police officer decides they want to put their hands in my pocket without my consent, okay, without probable cause, without a warrant, without exigent circumstances, under any sort of statute, etc., 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 for any reason they can be verified on body cam, they're breaking the fucking law. Get that? They're breaking the fucking law. Likewise, if somebody who is not a public servant it's just as bad. And I would say even with the police officer, it's even worse because we should trust them. Okay. But when you're out there in the public and you have a social media platform that is allowing those boundaries to be crossed, you are violating my physical person. It's just like this. Those are the only boundaries I have. Guess what it is? It's a public space. That's right. So if you do anything to stalk an individual or cross those boundaries, it is no different than groping them. If you are harassing them, oh, but you're not touching them in a sexual way. It doesn't matter. Keep your fucking hands off me. Keep your fucking hands off me if I cross that line. You understand that? I mean, if I set that line, do not cross it. Especially if we are supposed to feel safe on a platform. Well, there's got to be some boundaries, right? There's got to be some boundaries. But what does Elon Musk do? He says, oh, it's funny, you know, it's freedom of expression, you know, or whatever. So we're gonna allow the block feature, but we're gonna cheat a bit. We're gonna allow a button where it goes click and the person can still stalk you, gather information, hunt you down, and fucking kill you, says Elon Musk. Oh, and we're not gonna enforce our own policies on this platform. If somebody wants to cross the line, and what does that say? When you can check to see who violated that policy, you can look at the engagement. Get that? Engagement. You can look at that contact that is a violation of your person and your space, that is harassment, that is assault, okay? That is stalking. And you can look how X Corporation is violating the Fourth Amendment. Pretty freaking cool, huh? Not. So I told the FTC that, and that's what was in my report. Exactly what was in my report. And I told the FTC to take it seriously, or we're going to take their fucking jobs away.